Streaming. All right, we are live on YouTube, live on TikTok. Let's go ahead and cover today's watch list. So first up, first thing on the watch list is LIXT. Now, LIXT closed yesterday at $1.10. And now we are trading at $2.74. So we have ripped up over 150%. We hit a high of $3.93. I was looking for a continuation to move off VWAP, taking small size. It was a big risk. Could have had my risk a little bit more. I should have been a little bit more patient, but I did enter for the break of this inside candle to see if we were actually going to pop up and get a possibility back up into this range. This would have been better if that first candle didn't break this previous low. So we'll see if this will actually start to hold and see if this will break this downtrend. We didn't break this previous low, so this could be a descending triangle to the downside. If we also see that the 9 and 20 EMA can squeeze this through the 50 SMA, that really wouldn't be good for the overall day of LIXT. I mean, we are gapping up a ton. There's going to be a lot of profit taking. LIXT is moving up because the shares are trading higher after the company reported principal results of its collaboration with the Netherlands Cancer Institution of anti-cancer activity on its LB100. So they have good news. We are also going to be watching PTE. Going to get rid of this. PTE has moved up. People are taking profits. We closed yesterday at 21. We hit 42. So around 100% at the peak. Now we are pulling back to around 32. We are below the 200-day SMA on the 1 minute. They're gapping up. I don't really see much news on PTE. We also have BCDA gapping up a lot. Shares are trading higher after the company reported the FDA approval. So we have FDA approval from BCDA. So this is a reason to be moving, but we've seen this just absolutely get clobbered. So we are going to stay away from that for now. We also have BDSX hitting a high of $3.45 and giving a lot back. Even though we closed yesterday at 159, we are still up around $1 at 240. Let's see if this is going to hold 230. If this can hold 230 and actually break 250, I do think we're going to possibly go back and retest VWAP at 273, possibly reclaim it. That could give us room up to $3 for BDSX. The shares are trading higher after, in response of series fillings by the company disclosing stock purchases by its chairman and a couple of its directors. So this is news as well. We have ATNM possibly making a head and shoulders pattern. If we break 650, I'm most likely not going to trade this for the rest of the day. Shares trading higher of the company, and Medica announced a commercial agreement for Lume B in Europe and Middle East. So $35 million upfront payment. So ATNM is a stock that we want to keep on watch. We have AGLE. Looks like we just broke that previous low. I'm not really going to take this. Shares are trading higher for the company. Presented additional data from the Peace Phase 3 study for the treatment of, so they got good news and license application to the FDA. It's more of a back burner. I think my focus is going to go to LIXT for the possible break of this downtrend. See a nice higher low. I mean, I don't like that we're below VWAP. I mean, that's going to be typical. We failed VWAP there. We have a nice double bottom here. We had pretty strong selling pressure once we cracked below VWAP. People are looking to take that long for the break and just didn't see that happen. Thank you guys for stopping in. Go ahead and go to the link in my bio and head over to the YouTube to see my screens better, to be able to see my face, and we can trade. Or just drop your boy a follow. I'll be dropping more trading content. How to use different time frames, what indicators to use, volume price analysis, what's my strategy. Today on LIXT, yeah, I was looking for a bounce off VWAP, but I mean, I didn't. I was a little bit too anxious when I jumped in here. I jumped again. You can only use limit order, so I couldn't use the stop limit order. So my orders, so I had to be a little bit more careful with my entries. We were coming down. We came down into this low. I mean, I wanted to take a break of this previous high, and I got filled at 335. Wanted to look to break and retest this previous high. Now, my stops really should have been below 317 and would have risked less than 15 cents on this. But I wanted to drop all the way back down to VWAP, so I set a limit order play. I can't set a limit order. I have to wait for it to break and then get stopped. I would say that was a pretty good placement. I got filled at 298 when I wanted to break below this low. So that was I cut it down around $55 on this trade, which is okay. We're going to just trade and make that back. Again, we're not going to try to make that back all today. If we make it back all today, that's amazing, but we're not going to try to make it all back today. We're going to go with our normal strategy, even if our strategy is to make 30, it's 3%. Trading with $1,000 is $30. Trying to make $30. That's it. And then you can knock that out in 2 green days. It's not a big deal to have a loss because it's all good. And I was really should have waited, been a little bit more patient. Saw that we broke this candle low with decreasing volume on the buying pressure with more room lower. It's all good. We're not going to focus on it too much. We are actually just going to focus on what we can actually do. We're having decreasing volume to the downside. We might be able to see it pop, but I also don't like this increasing volume on the 5-minute. I'm not really liking anything at the moment for a possible setup. I mean, we have LIXT for the possible break the downtrend. I'm gonna just kind of sit on my hands for this one, not liking the overall price action. Maybe I might be looking for a washout long from LIXT. We'll have to see what happens. We've new data for cancer treatment. So let's see if we can actually crack this level. We do have this descending triangle here. We could this could be a pennant, it could be a descending triangle. I mean, whatever you want, how you ever want to look at it. That's why I don't like trading these kind of patterns, because it's just like it's subjective. You could trade this for the break, or you could trade this to break lower. Right now we're getting rejected off the 50 SMA. Not really seeing that buying pressure come in. I do think we're going to see this break lower and break 250. Where could we go? If we break 250, I could really see us coming back down into this into around 220, which is a little bit more of a pullback than I'd want. That's still we're 100% gapping up, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that big pullback, giving most of it back, 50% of it back. We have BDSX. With a high, oh, I have it on my watch list. Oh. I'm really not liking anything at the moment. Whoa. Is that a tick chart? Yes, it is. Okay. Again, I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for a good opportunity. I usually don't trade pre-market, but, you know, I thought I had a good opportunity, and I would have taken that opportunity because we had good news. I should have just been a little bit more patient. Didn't really see the underlying buying volume come in, underlying buying pressure on this trade. Just kind of was hoping to see some buying pressure come in, and that's never how you want to do it. You always want to have validation. My validation here was that it was coming down to VWAP. We ripped up. People are looking to catch the move higher. We had not crazy amount of volume on it, but in hindsight, I should have because we closed, in hindsight, I should have not entered it, because it closed with a really high volume doji candle on the 5-minute, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. We are just going to be sitting on our hands waiting for the best opportunity. You know, we can make that up. Good morning, Yasmin. CYCC, another cancer play, PM mover. I hate pre-market, but I like to look. Yeah, I hate as well, but what's going on with CYCC? Okay, ripping up. We had a low of 265, closed at around 270, gapping up a good amount. Gapping up only 13% now. Wait, that's not, is that true? We closed at 272. Gapping around 15%. Yeah, so we gave a lot back. I really don't like to see this. And this could have been a good confirming. Yeah, leukemia. This might be a hint at what's going to happen with LIX. Break VWAP, come back, retest, and continue just to trend lower for the rest of the pre-market. So that could be what's going to happen here with LIX. We'll have to see what's happening. VERU is going to be a back burner. But as soon as the market goes live, we're going to start dwindling our upgappers watch list. So we're really just drowning out the noise and really just finding the best overall stocks. Right now, my top three is LIXT, BCDA, AT, and M. Looks like we are going to break this previous low, break 256. I do think we're going to see it come down to 225. Looks like we are making just lower highs. On the 5-minute, I think we're going to crack lower. It just... But we'll see if it can actually come back and re-break and retest this trend line. We're getting now that confirming selling pressure to the downside. Let's see if it breaks a low. I think it just broke the low. Might get some more explosive movement here. Let's see how much buying pressure is in this area. If we go ahead and look at the active trader, we might be able to see the volume. Now, we're not seeing too much volume at the moment. We have a lot of volume coming in up into here. We have a lot of resistance. People are looking to sell here. Between like 270 and like 290, people are looking to sell. Looks like, yep, we did crack that low. I think LIXT is definitely going to move lower. BCDA, not really liking it at the moment. AT and M, just kind of, We're getting some volume in here. We're getting around the same amount of volume, but with a lower spread. I do like to see that. It's telling me that there are some buyers in this area, but we'll see. But the sellers are still in control. Oh, man. I am tired. My pre-workout is wearing off. I'm going to be looking for LIXT for the washout long out of the gate, honestly. For nice, if we can stay above 225, I might be looking for this to actually wash out and then break the downtrend, room back up to potentially $3. That would be ideal. Break the downtrend. I mean, this thing could go back up to $3.50, $4 potentially. I mean, we are still up over 100% on the day. So this is, we have a lot of potential here. Looks like we are squeezing as well. Could be a falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to trade it because that's not my strategy. I don't like trading it, really. Okay, we have PTE looking to start moving here. I mean, look like the reclaim VWAP. Don't like that we have a high volume on a doji candle coming into some selling now. 20,000 shares right there. Let's see if this can hold VWAP. I mean, oh, it is a 35-cent stock, so. Nice strong close, but we do have stopping volume. We do have higher volume on a lower spread, indicating maybe some selling pressures coming in. Man, today, Leon already up $374 on VERU. Awesome, awesome. There's light volume. We're getting that volume in that doji candle. Let's see what happens here. We have a lot of overhead resistance. We're getting this increasing volume now on this doji, getting some buying pressure to come in here. I don't know if I want to take the trade. I don't know how confident I am. I'm not too confident in this moment. Hey, thank you for the roses. Tesla chart, please. Let's look. Thank you for the roses. TSLA. All right. What's going on with Tesla? Whoops. This is pretty choppy. This is a very messy chart at the moment. I'm going to clear this and then just kind of overall look at it again. Not a huge fan of Tesla's just dumping. We got rejected off the 9 EMA. I mean, we are back over $1,000. We could fill the gap today up at 124 or 1,024 if we continue to move higher. We can see it break. That would be a good gap fill. But I mean, other than that, I do think we do have another gap fill at 190 as well. Whether we're going to fill that out or fill that in the next couple of days to weeks, I think we might be able to see it. Maybe for a head and, I mean, it wouldn't really be a head and shoulders pattern, but we get rejected and then that would be a higher low or a lower high, excuse me. Zach Morris pumping PTE. Yeah, so I mean, I think Tesla is going to, today, I think it's going to be bullish, but I'm bearish on it overall. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I have no idea. I have calls for this week. Yeah, so I think we could see a nice bounce today and maybe even tomorrow. We'll have to see. We also have PTE getting some action. They're a nice inside candle with increasing volume, nice pop. LIXT, look, there's the break, but we're getting we're not getting the buying pressure that we want. LIXT has a stupid amount of volume compared to its average less than 100,000. The volume now is 13 million. And PTE is looking very good. There's 2 cents already. Took 3,000 shares. There's $60. Decreasing volume though. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of sitting on our hands waiting for a good opportunity. And then we have PTE is absolutely ripping. That would have been a great bull flag trade. I mean, off VWAP. Didn't really trust it, though. I didn't really trust it. And not a huge fan of LITX. We have 2 minutes left till market open. So I do actually like this for the possible washout long. We can see a nice washout long down to 220. And then get a nice rejection back, or get a nice move back up to 250, maybe even higher. That would be ideal. I mean, this would be a quick, if I can catch 30 cents, oh yeah, that would be amazing. Get a nice washout. Let's see what happens. I want to see it wash out pretty strong, though. I want to see it wash out pretty strong. I want to see this wash out to 223, 222. I also want to see around 230, a washout off the 20 EMA on the 5 minute. So let's see what happens here. We have 26 seconds left. See a washout down to 232. See a nice washout back up to the open. Possibly continue to move higher. I'm going to put my stops in pretty quick. As soon as I'm in the green, as soon as it starts going higher, I'm moving my stops to break even. We're live. Let's see a washout here. I want to see the washout. Don't want to see the panic pop. Don't like that washout. That washout's not big enough for me. All right. Always have a trade plan. Trade smart. Trade safe. We have BCDA moving right out of the gate. I want to see LIXT get a washout here and then come into this area. We're getting a lot. It's very whipsawly right now. Just kind of taking our time. Just seeing what develops. But we have PTE ripping up. LIX, high volume. We just got, watch out for the nice pan. I don't want to, this is ripping, but I don't trust it. Don't trust it at all at the moment. We have a nice double bottom. Yep, that's why I didn't trust it. But watch it down. Watch it down to around 220 if we do crack this. We do have some higher volume, 30 seconds left. I do think we're going to see this candle have increasing volume to the downside. We'll have to see what happens. That could have been a nice, scalping it for a nice move. LITX, I don't like this high volume, this high vibe, I can't talk, this high volume candle. So you have to risk to 240. I'm risking, if you enter now, you're risking 20 cents. Not seeing the volume. We're starting to see the volume start to pick up. Here it is. The volume's starting to pick up. Watch out for the break over this previous high. The volume is picking up. We're coming into this area. I do like this for the possible move higher. I want to see this crack. There's the crack. I want to see this start to pull back here. Boom, here we go. Oh my gosh, PTE is ripping. Ripping up. Halt levels at 53. Exxon. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing anything. I mean, we have LIXT, which is ripping up. Now it's starting to move. This is what I like to see. Let's see it get rejected here off 3. We're starting to get halted. Oh, I was able to get in at 343 for the halt. I was able to get in at 343 for the halt. Okay, I'm in for the halt, guys, with a cost basis of $3.43. And got the halt. There is a bid for 404. Wasn't able to actually capitalize on this whole move. Looking for the halt. I wanted to squeeze up into this area. I want to get to 368 if we can. 369 ideally. And then break over this and then come up into this area. So I am going to see a lot of selling into this area. Yeah, we'll be live at 9:42:10 for LIXT in with $343. We have bids at $4. All right, the bid is starting to dissipate. Let's see if this continues to move higher. I want this to continue to move. We're going to be live at 42:10. Man, a good entry would have been at off this 9 and 20 EMA and the 9 EMA off this area. We have that confirmed break, a nice small pullback into 267. Looking for the break higher. I should have been looking for it, but I wasn't able to capitalize on it. That would have been a much better entry than where I entered now, but it's all good. I still like the halt strategy. This is a lot of potential to move. We have PTE. All right, guys, we're going to be live here at 9:42:10. All right, guys, we're going to be live in 1 minute exactly. Let's see if we can make some money. Woo, baby. Or at least cover our loss. Ideally, I want it to come up to 360.69. Ideally for the nice bounce, or over 4 for the nice move. If we can get over 4, that would be awesome. Okay, we're going to be live here in around 25 seconds. Here we go. Halted LIXT, AGLI is breaking the downtrend. Let's see a nice retest of VWAP in the downtrend. LIXT, here we go. Wait, 205. Guys, I'm going to look to put my order in right away. My stop at least. I had to flatten it. I had to flatten it. I should have held it longer, but I got scared. Didn't want to fuck with it. Oh my god. Guys, that is so unfortunate. What the fuck? That would have been $200. All right. I am not having a good time today. I am not having a good time. I just messed it out there totally. That would have been a fucking amazing trade. Just wasn't able to capitalize on it. So I'm heading off. Thank you for stopping in. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.